Flags raised, and we're underway with race number 2, the Goffs Aintree sale 4yo Geldings Maiden. Just the 4 runners going to post. They head on their way towards the first. Custodium is one of the first to show, in company with Doc Callahan. Giving chase are Champ de Charmille and Business Class, as the 4 runners racing in 2x2 formation head on their way towards the first. And as they do at this steady enough gallop, giving the testing conditions, Custodium and Doc Callahan are safely out over. Business Class giving chase on the inside has got Champ de Charmille on the outer. So the 4 runners are covered by 5 to 6 lengths. They take the left-handed bend out of the home straight on this long run before they get to fence number 2, which is taken on the runaway from the back straight. And it's Custodium on the outside in the grey jacket, sported by his handler Luke Murphy. Races on the outer of Doc Callahan, a black jacket with the lime green cap. It's just half a length adrift of the pace-setting Custodium. There's then a break of 2 or 3 lengths back to the chasing pair. Business Class is on the inside, is in the green jacket with the orange chevrons. And this one's got Champ de Charmille in the black and yellow colours on the outer. The quartet are bunching up as they race directly across from the winning post, now covered by just over 2.5 lengths as they continue the run along the back straight. Custodium and Luke Murphy is on the outside of Doc Callahan and Barry O'Neill. Behind these races, Champ de Charmille and Cal Shine, who's on the outside of Adam Feeney, who's aboard Business Class, as the 4 runners now close in on the left-handed bend, which will take them out of the back straight and on their way towards fence number 2. Continue this long run between the opening 2 fences. So as they take this bend out of the back straight, still racing in that 2x2 formation, the quartet relatively closely grouped as they close in on it. Custodium still with the narrow advantage on the outside of Doc Callahan. Swifter jump on the outside from Custodium. Champ de Charmille and Business Class were disputing the 3rd position as they come away from that 2nd fence. So about to take the home bend, racing left-handed into the home straight. Fences 3, 4 and 5 awaiting them as they head towards the completion of their opening circuit in this Goffs Aintree sale 4yo Geldings Maiden. And on the inside, the right, as they run towards us, Doc Callahan. Custodium on the left in the grey colours. That one just touched down with the advantage and has now gone on by a length or 2, the biggest margin that he's had over the course of the opening mile, as they close in on fence number 4. Leader steadied into it slightly. Still has the advantage over Doc Callahan. 4 strong field of newcomers head on their way towards fence number 5, with Business Class on the inside for the Tom Keating stable, the son of Old Persians, on the inner of Champ de Charmille, the son of Goliath de Burleigh. So about to leave the ground at fence number 5, and as they do, no problems for the quartet, who come away from it still covered by that blanket of 4 or 5 lengths, with Custodium on the outside of Doc Callahan. Colin Bow stable had to settle for runners-up honours in the opener down in Knockanohill. Also placed with their opening runner here in Ballyragget. Champ de Charmille's in the 3rd position. Cal Shine and Shark Hanlon successfully combined at Barris House a fortnight ago. And the back marker is Business Class. Adam Feeney in the plate, going in search of his 8th winner of the season, as the field head into the back straight on this long run before they get to fence number 6. They're heading towards the halfway point in this Goffs Aintree sale 4yo Geldings Maiden. Custodium and Doc Callahan have been 1-2 throughout. Custodium has the call at the moment by half a length. Champ de Charmille and Business Class are closing in on that front pair, and it's now less than 2 lengths that cover the quartet as they're about to head on through the gap, heading towards the end of the back straight. Shortly about to take the left-handed bend on their way towards number 6. And there's been very little change to the running order over the course of the opening mile and a half. Custodium, a 3rd runner this season for the Luke Murphy stable, is on the outside of Doc Callahan. The Westerner Geldings on the inside. And the pair lead the field on their way towards this 6th fence. And as they go out over it, again, the front pair jumping well, and the quartet have yet had their jumping put under any great test owing to the steady enough gallop being set. And as a result, with 4 lengths covering the quartet, they now head towards the home bend. They're on their way towards fence number 7, which is already 6 from the finish. Custodium, with Doc Callahan continuing to race on its inside. The pair now heading out over that fence with Precious Little separating them. Business Class and Champ de Charmille still continue to dispute the 3rd position in behind, as the quartet close in on the fence now, which is 5 from the finish. And Custodium still on the outside of Doc Callahan. And this pair, who've raced at the head of the field throughout, are tightly grouped as they head out on their final circuit. Inside the final mile, 4 more fences to be jumped in this 4yo Geldings contest. Business Class is in the 3rd spot. Front pair were pushed into it. Tempo of the race is just beginning to increase. Business Class and Champ de Charmille just dropping off the front pair by a couple of lengths. And this is far separated. We've had the quartet as they head on this run towards the back straight. So Custodium and Doc Callahan continuing to fill the front 2 positions. Business Class is able to go with the increase in tempo. It was with a length and a half. There's a break then of 2 lengths back to Champ de Charmille at the back of the field, but it's still in touch at this stage as the field of 4 race directly across from the winning post. They've 3 more fences to negotiate before they get to it, and Custodium with the narrow advantage in the grey colours on the outside. On the inner is Doc Callahan, who's saved ground throughout the course of this contest. Business Class in the green and orange is behind in 3rd, and Champ de Charmille is closing back in again on the quartet, and as a result 3 to 4 lengths would cover them as they head towards the end of the back straight. They're about to turn left-handed and head on their way towards the cross fence, which is 3 from the finish. Doc Callahan on the inside of Custodium. Once again, very little separating the pair as they close in on this 3rd last. Business Class and Champ de Charmille are behind us. Doc Callahan, a bad mistake and is gone. Doc Callahan has crashed out at the 3rd last. Was within half a length of our favourite Custodium, who goes well in the grey colours for his handler Luke Murphy. Has got an advantage of 2.5, 3 lengths over Business Class. Champ de Charmille is under hard pressure in 3rd. Hasn't been able to get on terms with the front pairs. They go out over the 2nd last. Custodium with the advantage. Mistake. Business Class is unshipped. Adam Feeney winning the 2nd position. Champ de Charmille now inherits that spot as they head on their way towards the final fence. It's Custodium, the son of Curtain Time, safely out over the final fence, has got the clear advantage, is going to return at his leisure and make a winning debut in this Goffs Aintree sale 4yo Geldings Maiden. Luke Murphy's 6th success of the season as a rider, 1st of the season as a handler, gets the better of Champ de Charmille, who was the only other finisher.